Welcome back. Let's talk some more tarpology. The nights are getting longer and the temperatures have been dropping below freezing. So let's do another fully enclosed tarp shelter, one that's going to protect you from the wind and help keep you warm on these colder nights. So this shelter is called the Pyramid and it's super easy to set up. We're going to start by laying our tarp out flat. We're going to find one of our corners and we're going to go ahead and stake that down. We're going to go to the next corner over, pull it tight, and stake it down. Grab our two remaining corners. And we're just going to pull them together and stake them down with the same stake, pulling it tight. Where we brought these two and pinned them down, you can find that center loop. This is going to be our doorway. One option to be able to set it up is with your trekking pole, going to your very center ridgeline loop, and we'll just give it some tension and pull up the shape. We want to fully enclose our storm door here. All we need is to get another peg. We can stake that down. We can unhook it from the outside. And then once we get to the inside, all we have to do is reach out, grab this corner, and we could hook it back down from the stake from the inside, and then we'd be totally enclosed. So other than using the trekking pole, the other way we could set this up, if you got two trees that are close by, you can run it with a ridge line, get rid of that center pole, and open up tons more space inside of this shelter. We're going to run a ridge line so that we can remove this trekking pole from the inside, and then we'll show how much space we actually have in there. Here we are in the inside. Now that I got the ridge line up and I got this center pole out of here, we definitely have a lot more room to move around. I can stand up at a crouch in here. I reached out, I got the corner to the door. I can just bring that in and hook myself back up to the stake that I have. So the doorway is a little tight as far as trying to get your bag and everything in here. But we'll go back to the outside. I'll show you what you can do to make it real easy to be able to get your gear set up, get your bed set up, and you don't have to struggle through this little door. So instead of struggling to get your backpack and all of your gear through this tiny little opening, all we're going to do is unhook one of our corners. Since I got a ridge line going, I'm just going to hook myself up one corner here, stretch it out. That will make it real easy to get a gear inside. If I grab this one corner that I just opened up, you're able to extend this thing out and tie it up high enough. Basically what we have right now is a plow point shelter. Something to keep in mind, if you set up the plow point just right, you can unhook one end and easily just bring it down, and you got a fully enclosed shelter then. Make it real easy to be able to get in and out of the shelter while you're setting up. If it's not too crazy windy, once you unhook one of the corners from the doorway to get in, you can just kind of roll it up, push it over to the other side like I have here. Then it's quite easy to go ahead and get all of your gear set up. Then you can just roll this back down, find your corner again, rehook it back up, and your shelter is fully enclosed. Plenty of space for the gear in the opposite corner. And where you're sleeping, the doorway at my feet. And then plenty of headspace. If you needed to hunker down while it's super cold outside, you got plenty of space to move around, plenty of headspace. So I'm sitting in the middle. it's as far as I can reach to be able to actually get to the center of it. So plenty of room. I can get on my knees and fully extend myself all the way up. Still got plenty of room, so if you needed to get different layers, jackets on and off, get your outside heavy duty layer off so that you can crawl into bed, you got plenty of room to move around. I do have it set up a little bit on uneven ground, so I do have air gaps underneath, but honestly it is already starting to warm up in here quite a bit. The air gaps underneath is probably a good thing, probably help to keep the condensation down when it's really cold out at night, because this will definitely get the condensation built up if you had it sealed up completely with no fresh air. This is a shelter that you don't want to use in the summertime because it's going to be ridiculously hot inside. Great winter shelter. There's one more shelter that we can add to our bag of tricks. Till next time, thanks for joining me. Laters, y'all.